These opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show me what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Laying cement when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a...
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hustle.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Out to his left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll sneak it. Hooker only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
18 Cardinal, go!
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Powers through. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
23 yards the pickup there.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Hustle.
In motion right is Jones. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. 19 Tiger, 19.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
You look at this Raiders defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
On 2nd down, Hooker. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Dorsett on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Switch. Hey, alert!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another glass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well,
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Garoppolo now. Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They get this out left, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
21-0, our score after 1. Carlson now to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. Been able to generate anything. You feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Dorsett. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give them 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go!
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready, right?
Throwing. Hooker. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Counter play with Jacobs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go,
Here's 2nd and 7.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Fights through him, shreds the tackle, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield,
It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenue.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you, isn't it?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll roll him out right, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Here we go.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Raiders 42, Lions nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Shoves him aside, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how...
Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here we go,
the Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them a 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
90 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Maverick!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
68 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Here we go, here we go.
Jacobs. will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something down.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Get hot.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
And Carlson missed it, pulled it to the left. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 50-yard
From the 50, it's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A shotgun snap for Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago,